Welcome to the wall, and we're going to place ourselves, my feet are not touching the wall, they're about this far away, so my bum's on the wall, and there's a comfort in my stance. Arms are against the wall, and then you're going to press, but then lift taller. So we're not trying to pull the shoulder girdle down. Just lift the ribs up. Lift the armpits away from the floor. Again, not by pulling the shoulders up with the trapezius or the levator scapula or all these kind of muscles right here. Do it from the underside here. And then press the arms back. The head of the shoulder goes up and back. Here's the shoulder. It's the top of it. Take it back and press the head very sweetly into the wall. Like, oh, there's my support. And when you're here, you should feel that the shoulder blades, the bottom tips, are actually moving away from the wall into the heart and lifting the heart up from inside. Take another 2 breaths here. So there's a lift, there's a rooted back with the shoulders, the head, the upper arms, and the blades are scooping the heart forward and up. One more breath. And then relax it, shake it out. Then we'll refine that one more time. Bend the elbows. We'll do the same kind of work, lengthening. The thighs, the hips are all against the wall, butt's against the wall rather. And this time, let's see the front ribs tend to lift up faster than the back ribs. So we're going to start with the butt on the wall, pretend that's up against the wall, and the front ribs go back, like that. Okay. So my butt's on the wall, my front ribs are going toward the wall, but not so much that I'm flattening this against the wall. This won't touch. Okay? So butt against the wall, front ribs back. Keep them back best you can. Then lengthen through the sides of your body. Press the arms back, the shoulders back, the head back. So the chest is still lifting. The front ribs are kind of moving downward and back while the chest is lifting. Kind of a weird idea. Chest is lifting, but this is flowing down. One more breath. And then release. So a lot of what that's doing is getting us really right into the shoulder blade, right on the shoulder blades, and strengthening that up. Just because we're tight back there doesn't mean we're strong back there. So another nice one that I like, and this is one that some people actually don't feel a lot, but some people, if you've got tightness through the neck or the arm, this can feel quite delicious. You take the hand on the wall. We are hands slightly in front of the body, maybe shoulder height, maybe slightly higher. Okay, my chest is not going to move for this one. Perpendicular to the wall. Press the hand into the wall, and then lengthen this area, hip to armpit, a little bit more. Shoulder goes back. And without moving the hand, try to spin the underside of the arm, the tricep, more to the ceiling. Yeah, so the chest is lifting, the shoulder is going back, the bottom of the arm, the tricep, is going forward and up. And as you press the heart toward the hand, especially the inner part of the hand here, that's the part that always likes to come off. Then you can just lift the throat, or the chin, this kind of noble lift. Look up and over, away from your hand. Let's take 2 or 3 breaths. If the front ribs are popping forward, just glide them more into the back. From the heart, stretch into the hand more. And then undo it. Okay? We'll do the other side. You can take the other hand to the wall. You're perpendicular to the wall. Press with the hand. I'll do it this way so you can see me better. Press into the wall, which is imaginary in my case. You lengthen hip to armpit. Shoulder blade more behind you, and you're just going to spin, not the hand, but the upper arm, so that the back of the arm, the tricep, is spinning more toward your face, more toward the sky. Lift the chest, lift the throat, and then just turn the lifted gaze away from your hand. Front ribs glide more into the back ribs. And from the heart, stretch out through the inner hand that's anchoring against the wall. One more breath. And then release. Bravo. And then another favorite that I have is taking yourself towards the wall. This is often done many different ways. But this particular way, I'm not going to have you go maybe as deep in the outer form than in maybe some other versions. So it's this position, and then a lot of times people go to the wall with the shoulder and then turn the chest. But in this version, what I'm going to have you do is face the wall first, palm up, see a little bit in front of the body. And I'm toning the arm and lengthening from the hip up to the armpit here. And then gently gliding the arm into the shoulder blade. And when I do this, the shoulder, head of the shoulder, the top of the shoulder is totally away from the wall. So much room there. So here's the game. Arm back, palm to the sky, lifting the chest. So we're going to start to turn the feet away from the hands so slowly. Chest is still lifting. But as soon as my shoulder tends to drop or move to the wall more, I have to back out. Okay, so the game is, how do I keep the shoulder back, arm turned out, lifted chest, and just turn to like, oh, that's a pretty good stretch. Then when you get there, from the heart, stretch out through your fingers. Get longer, more radiant. Front ribs into the back ribs. Longer in your back, longer down your legs. And then turn toward the wall and undo it. Then take a moment, close the eyes, and just feel into that side of your body. All right. And you can open the eyes so you can see that in my chest there's a slight difference. Again, there's a little bit more lift and breath expansion here. We'll do the other side. Take your other arm toward the wall, palm up. The other hand can brace on the wall. That's totally fine. I like to start so that we're not going so deep in and then trying to do the adjustments or the kind of specificity that's so delicious here. So chest facing the wall, arm is toned. Don't lift the hand, but as you press the outer hand into the wall, lift from the hip to the armpit. Then glide the arm very sweetly behind the heart without grabbing. If you felt any nervy or tingly pain, you might be doing too much of this pulling in. It's just enough that you feel the arm connected to the body. And then turn the tricep to the wall, lift the chest, lift the chin, and then slowly turn your feet, belly, chest away. Chin stays lifted, head stays back, shoulders totally away from the wall, and you're breathing. Front ribs into the back ribs while you're lengthening down the legs. And then feel even the back of your spine lengthening through the skull. Take another breath or two, heart stretching through the fingers luminously. And then come back to the wall, turn into the wall, relax your arms. Close your eyes and just check in with the sensations across the chest. Now go a little deeper in your awareness and notice that the sensations across the chest are related to the breath. You notice the difference in how you're breathing on that side compared to the other side. And what's the reaction in the mind? Is the mind kind of feeling more free, more open, or more constricted on that side? Most of the time, as the body opens, the mind starts to feel more open and spacious as well. All right. So we broaden across the back, broaden across the front, strengthen the back. By engaging and lifting, start to open up some of the tight muscles of the pectoralis and a few other areas there too. So if you have time to do a shavasana or a lying down resting pose, this is an ideal time. And check back for more. When my friend does this for a couple of weeks and she has some ability to do some work on the legs, we'll add in a couple legs, but still focusing on the upper body. Enjoy. Good healing, good enjoyment of the body. Namaste.